Hey guys, it's Chris from Steeda, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new 2022 Bronco Raptor, as well as some new S650 things, including dark matter gray, now seen on the S550, as well as some rolling footage of the S650 Mustang. So stay tuned, we're going into it. First things first, the Bronco Raptor. This morning at 6 a.m., Ford dropped the video, the press release, everything when it comes to the new Bronco Raptor, and it is awesome. It definitely lives up to the name. We've been seeing plenty of camouflage footage and photos and everything else of the Bronco for the past 6-8 months rolling into this, and finally they released it. We knew it was coming, and it's finally here. So, kicking things off, the exterior, looking at the Bronco in comparison to the regular Bronco, it's a huge difference. When you're talking about stance and how these two vehicles look next to each other, there's no doubt that you know the Bronco Raptor from the regular Bronco. Not only is it taller and wider, the track width is actually 8.6 inches wider than the regular road-going Bronco, meaning this Raptor is going to have a dominating presence on the street or off-road. In addition to that, the overall width of the Bronco is 9.8 inches wider than your standard four-door Bronco as well, and you're also going to get 37-inch BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires. These can also be found on the regular F-150 Raptor as well. But the big thing here is standard 37-inch tires. These are the largest tires that have been offered on an SUV ever, and the Bronco has them standard. Definitely a statement from Ford. You can also expect a minimum ground clearance of 13.1 inches, but here's the cool thing. This Bronco Raptor will ford 37 inches of water. That's over 3 feet of standing water. Very cool, and you can bet that the 37-inch tires definitely help that quite a bit because you're getting the Bronco higher up off the ground. Moving up to the engine bay, this thing sports a 3-liter EcoBoost Twin Turbo V6 engine. I believe it's very similar to the engine that we already see in the Explorer ST, but on the Bronco Raptor, you can expect it to have over 400 horsepower. No solid horsepower numbers quite yet. I'm sure they're getting their SAE numbers in order, as well as the EPA ratings and things like that, so we can expect to see a horsepower and torque number here in the near future. And with increased power comes the ability to handle all that power all the way down to those 37-inch tires. You have a 10-speed automatic 10R80 transmission. Unfortunately, that is the only available transmission with this combo. But let's be honest, for those crawler guys, and if you're jumping sand dunes and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with this Bronco Raptor, the 10 speed's all you need, and the F-150 Raptor is a perfect example of that. In addition, you'll have a Dana 44 up front, as well as a Dana 50 in the back with upgraded half shafts up front and upgraded axles in the rear. This is all definitely necessary, and I'm happy to say that there were also upgraded larger diameter inner and outer tie rods, which has been seen as a weak point on the regular road-going Broncos. So the Bronco Raptor, definitely a welcome addition to get some beefier parts in this thing. The Bronco Raptor engineering team also took a couple notes from the F-150 Raptor team, and they implemented active exhaust on the Bronco Raptor. This is pretty cool, and obviously Ford's in tune with the fact that this is a 6-cylinder, especially a smaller displacement 3-liter 6-cylinder at that. So to give it a more throaty sound, you can expect equal length exhaust as well as those modes to give it a more throaty and aggressive exhaust note. Before we move on to the interior, I do want to mention that the Bronco Raptor does have a fully boxed steel frame for additional durability and longevity, as well as 13 inches of front suspension travel and 14 inches of rear suspension travel. It's definitely apparent that if you're looking to buy a Bronco Raptor, it's almost mandatory that you take this thing off-road because that's what it's built for. For 2022, the Bronco Raptor is going to come in a ton of awesome vibrant colors, as well as some aggressive neutral tone ones. You can check it out on Area 51, Cactus Gray, Code Orange, Cyber Orange, Eruption Green, Hot Pepper Red Metallic, Iconic Silver, Oxford White, Shadow Black, and Velocity Blue. Moving on to the interior, the biggest thing to talk about is the fully digital 12-inch gauge cluster that you're going to see in place of the existing kind of 3/4 digital and half analog, with the speedometer being analog, but it's fully digital, which is awesome to see, as well as an additional GOAT mode. This is exciting, Baja mode. The biggest difference with Baja mode is that it actually features an anti-lag turbo calibration, which keeps boost up when you're trying to jump those sand dunes at highway speeds. Pretty cool. Last but certainly not least, with the Bronco Raptor, you're going to be able to see paddle shifters as well. That's going to complement the 10R80 transmission, and you're going to be able to get exactly what gear you want to be in at the time you push that button. That's about all we know on the Bronco Raptor so far, so be sure to stay tuned as we roll out new parts and content on the regular Bronco as well as the Bronco Raptor right here at Steeda.com as well as our YouTube channel. Shifting focus back to the Mustang, we now have some photos of what dark matter gray is going to look like on the 2022 Mustang, courtesy of Lightning EcoBoost on Mustang 6G. If you check out these photos, I believe dark matter gray is replacing magnetic on the Mustang, so this is something a little different. It has a little bit less flake in there, a little bit less metallic from what we're used to on magnetic. Has more of that flat look, if you know what I mean, and it has that kind of ghost aggressive. I'm really a big fan of it, and check it out for yourself. Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Last but certainly not least, we finally have some S650 video footage of the car actually rolling around in the streets. A big thanks to Mustang 7G for posting this up, as well as KGP Photography for grabbing the footage. Now, diving in. First things first, we see a bullet steering wheel as well as a stick shift on the car. In the video, you zoom up and you can see very clearly it has that bullet steering wheel. This totally makes sense. They use parts bins cars and they kind of mix and match parts together as they roll these out on the streets for photographers to grab content of. Now, the exhaust note. That's really what I want to zero in on here. Does it sound like a Coyote to you? We've heard Bullets, we've heard Mach 1s, we've heard GTs, we've heard the Coyote since 2011. Doesn't 100% sound like one. What do you guys think it is? Comment below because we really want to hear what your thoughts are. Is it a hybrid? Is it a smaller displacement? Is it the larger displacement pushrod, Godzilla? Who knows? But again, we're not 100% sure, so comment below and let us know your thoughts. That wraps things up for this video. Everything from the Bronco Raptor to the new dark matter gray, as well as S650 rolling footage. It's going to be an exciting 2022 for these new vehicles rolling out on the streets from Ford. Go ahead and comment below, let us know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget the most important thing, speed matters.